Hi, Amy. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for allowing me to record this portion of the interview. We're going to go ahead and get started. Tell me a little bit about your work as an executive assistant for Northeast Florida Health Services. What did you do at your job there?
I worked closely with our CEO, CFO, and our CMO. I took care of their travel accommodations. I did inventory control, uh, took care of their meetings, scheduling of their meetings, did a lot of correspondence through email on behalf of them.
Okay, great. And then you were telling me a little bit about the inventory control. Tell me about that. What did you do?
So we really didn't have an inventory control in place. People just kind of willy nilly orders and they got approved. So I implemented where I created an Excel spreadsheet that was live that I sent out to the supervisors. They then would manage that on their end, but I could see it when they placed their orders through our ordering program. I would then have to cross reference and make sure that what they were ordering was adequate to what their inventory. So if they had 100 of something, would not approve that. I would call and ask why, either your inventory's wrong or we're over ordering and that's money that doesn't need to be spent.
Great. And so you said you did that in Excel. So how would you rate your Microsoft Office skills?
At a solid 8.5.
8.5. Great. That's better than me. So tell me about your communication skills, written and verbal. Is that something that you're comfortable with, sending emails? I heard you mention that you did that during the day. Do you rely a lot on spell check, or do you feel that your grammar is pretty good and your spelling when you're sending a message?
I believe it's pretty good. I always reread before I send it out. Um,
Perfect.
I don't ever want something to go out on behalf of myself or my employer that just looks kind of like a third grader wrote it. It needs to be, level. If we're a professional company, we need to portray ourselves as one.
Perfect. You answered that exactly how I was hoping that you would. I always double check and make sure. Sometimes you think and you go a little too quick, and you want to actually take that time to do that. It looks like you were an office manager as well. For a flower and wedding boutique. That sounds like a fun job. What did you do there?
So I did light payroll there. Would do the accounts receivables. So as people were sending in the money to pay off their accounts, I would apply those credits. I would create the deposits, take them to the bank and deposit them. We did phones again, inventory management with bridal gowns, all the flower inventory, a little bit, but
Okay, great. And so what type of position are you looking for? As an executive admin, gosh, what for the last 7 years? What's the next step? What are you looking for?
I want to find a company that I thrive with what they're doing. I always want to grow. I don't want to sit in the same seat, but then I do love to support and I love to help. That's just a natural nature that I have.
Okay.
So as long as we can grow it, and even if it's just help grow the company, and
Mhm.
that's what I'm looking for is, and essentially another place to call home. You're there
Okay.
40 hours a week.
Yeah, absolutely. Good point. Well, thank you so much for allowing me to record this quick portion of the interview. As I mentioned before, we do have a few things that we send over to our clients. We send, of course, your resume that has your information on it. We build a little profile from our interview, and then this little clip so our clients can get um, to know you a little bit better. To make a decision on that next step, whether it be a position or a second interview. So thank you again for allowing me to record this portion. Don't hang up though. We have a few more things to talk about.
Okay.